Marcel is teaching them about the oils and the paints he's using to paint our house, the chateau in La Fauche. And so he's been teaching them about the different styles here at the exhibit in the nearby village. So our guests are getting to learn and ask questions from this talented oil painter we have here locally, Marcel Renard. And we're so grateful to have this painting almost finished. His style is really incredible. So I'm going to give you a quick show of what else he's done and how excited we are to see this finish, because look at the art that he has done. He's really like storybook. I'm going to try to walk slow so I don't make you dizzy. Storybook images of village life here in northeastern France. This is, for example, this is the village that we're in right now, which is next to our village. And here is a beautiful staircase that is right across from our house at our friend Anne's home. An old furniture factory here in this area, because we have a lot of those. This is known for hundreds of years as being a center of incredible artwork. Here's some more entertaining pieces. This squirrel playing with berries in the forest. We're surrounded by forests here in this area too. This is an old abbey in a nearby village. It was established by the lords of La Fauche in the 12th century, which is when the castle would still have been being lived in our village, La Fauche. Here's a more modern piece of the brand new buildings that are in this village we're in, La Faux-le-Petit, and the church in this village. So you can see his style is really vibrant and sometimes playful. There's a kitten with chicks, but I think the real strength in his work is in seeing these views of what village life is like here. The beauty, he really pulls out the beauty of the buildings and how they play with the water and the trees and the changing seasons. That's kind of incredible. And because we're surrounded by, each of these villages is surrounded by forests, we get to see the effects of that and some of the animals that we see here in this area. The foxes are always prevalent, and deer, and he has some still life work he's done here. His talent is really incredible. The wild boar that live in the forest here near us. And there's a whole family of them. That's how we encounter them, as families, always in the middle of the street. And some more of the beautiful colorings we see in the villages here, with their wooden shutters and the flower pots in the windows. And it's just really something I really treasure. I love his work because I know that he is securing for future generations some of the views of what it will be like for them, to see what these villages look like, what it was like to live here and enjoy their beauty. And some of these villages have existed since the 11th and 12th century, which is incredible, and now they're just covered and protected. The stonework is still here. These buildings are still here and used for modern purposes. The last two, this one is the house of Joan of Arc, who left her home in the 1400s to begin her quest. This house is still standing. That gives you an example of what I'm talking about. That house still exists, and you can go visit it today in her village of Domremy-la-Parcelle. Here's an old farmhouse in that same village that exists here. So you can see how Marcel is doing an incredible job documenting really the beauty of this area and the work that is done here. And we're so grateful for him. And that's Marcel Renard and his incredible work.